Right. Hello. We're gonna be playing Torture Jam. Let's set the right game here. Torture Jam is the god of flesh and desire has such sights to show you, but in order to grant to the public, demand this tribute. Okay, whatever. Map Center's community create strong, inspired torture maps worthy of his magnificence. Um, This resulted in a new mission pack for Quake 2 featuring 7 new maps, a hub level, a final boss, and several intermissions. Interesting. Oh, I like this. This is like a Quake 2 version of the Strogification from Quake 4. Pretty cool. Torture Jam. I like it. Oh, and we're in Pool of Blood. Oh wait, I have to let's see, gameplay. Let's play HUD. I have to turn the HUD back on. This is pretty cool. This is very this is not very Quake 2 like. This is very Quake like, which I'm always a big fan of. See all these little pods here. Can you? I guess you can go in this one. It's dripping blood. Anything down here? Any cool secrets? Doesn't seem like it. I really like this start map though. I like this texture that is used for these like pods. It has like it's like this stone with these like runes. You can kind of see like runes the carved into the stone. It's a very cool looking texture. Get that guy out of his misery. Remove the rings. Okay. Yeah, this is really cool. This could just be like a Quake jam, like a Quake 1 jam. Like the visual style is there for it. I'd love to see this map remade in Quake 1. Or something very similar to it. Some detail. I like how these like this kind of lettering or whatever is individual brushes. Looks really nice. The brushwork here in this intro map is really well done. I'm kind of curious to see who made it. Wow, holy shit. This is a big ass hub map. I don't want to jump down there. Okay, so these are the rooms here. I like these stairs with like the dividers between them. That's pretty cool. We have like the one over there. So I guess there's one on kind of each side. This is like a little bounce pad over here. It is. Cool. It takes 1 health away. Oh, that's funny. This is really cool. I guess let's just start in the right area. Just kind of go counterclockwise, I guess. Oh, okay. Interesting. We're gonna do one of these for. I like the infighting. It's pretty cool. I wonder if we're gonna do one of these for every map. Kind of feels a little unnecessary, but it's alright. Goodies back here. Nope. The music does not fit with the vibe of this map. Oh, there's a buddy.
Computer updated.
Hey, rocket launcher up there. Where? No flashlight, okay. Oh, this is an elevator. It's very dark. There we go. You just give me a chain gun already, huh? Oh, that's kind of bullshit. These side things are like clipped off. I don't think I would have clipped these because I think it feels really bad to like. It's like, oh, I can just walk on these side things. If you just wanted the player to go down here, then I think you should have put some kind of like bar along the side here. Just kind of make it seem like make it very obvious that the player should be along these sides here. I think just like hard clipping them feels pretty bad. I want to grab the goodies down here though. Is that the only goodie down here? I guess so. Oh shit, that laser does damage. Okay. I kind of don't like this section. This, like, there's nothing really happening. There was just that one turret there. I think what might have been better if you wanted to do, like, a section kind of like this with, like, a moving platform is to have, like, a bunch of turrets on the walls here. So, like, the platform starts here, you hit a button, it starts moving, and then, like, a bunch of turrets kind of pop up. Oh, I don't... Okay. I guess we're going down this way. I like the big meat grinder. It's very cool. You can't go through these. Again, just kind of another thing. I would have put bars on these windows. If you didn't want the player to like crouch through them, just put some bars here. It's very weird when it's like I could obviously get through here. And the game just is like, nope, there's a little clip brush. You. I don't know how the fuck to get through this thing. Shoot this maybe? Okay, I guess that works. Oh hey, here's our buddy again. A lot of dialogue here. Oh wait, are they... Is this even possible? I think I know what they want me to do. Oh, okay, it is. I didn't know you could push stuff to move it in Quake 2. Interesting. Some Half-Life shit. I'm not sure if this is something in the base game that you can normally do, because I never try to get close to these barrels, but if it is, I'm surprised more people don't use it. Oh, okay. You just put it more in the center. I think having making it very obvious where this thing is supposed to go, just because it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you walk into this thing, like you want to slide off of it, because it's kind of like you see it has like all these angles around it. So unless you walk directly into it, it's very easy to slide off this thing. There we go. Okay, just put it right in the middle.
Computer update.
Rid of you. This way, I guess. Yeah. There we go. For your wife. Wait, what? Oh shit. That's pretty cool. I like the plastic ones here. Take out the not a lot of shotgun ammo left. There we go. I think I never get to use the hyper blaster in this game. This is pretty cool. Okay. Oh, that's oh, those little drones. Your grenade is your grenade throw in this game is very very flaccid. So I would have perhaps just preferred a grenade launcher. 11 more to go, okay. I really don't have the ammo for this. I kind of, this encounter is like dragging on a little longer than it should, it feels like. They kind of just keep sending shit at me and I don't really have, I guess I could use the pistol on these guys, but this doesn't feel very satisfying. Oh, these guys revive enemies, okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is not a great encounter. I'm not a fan of this. I think it started off pretty cool. I like jumping into the room and having the boss there. I thought that was fun. But it just like drags on for a little too long. Oh, is that it? What are we doing here? No, it can't be it, right? Yep, I get it. Yep, I understand. This cutscene's dragging on. I don't like cutscenes in my Quake to begin with, but this is like just dragging, taking forever. A little excessive. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. I get it. Yep. Yep. I was done with this cutscene like 20 seconds ago. Raw. The brushwork on those letters needs a little bit of work there. The W looks like it's having a stroke. That was pretty rough. I think it started out really good. I think it kind of had like a good concept, but it feels very, very underbaked. That was like super undercooked. That was like crispy on the outside, but still frozen, like frozen solid in the middle. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I just the ending to that map was not great. So I think a good start, good amount of atmosphere. I think some decent brushwork. I like the kind of crushers. I think there was just a few sections that dragged like, and there just like wasn't a lot happening. Like for instance, that little lift that goes back and forth that you just have to ride over like the very small gap. I feel like that whole section should have been extended a little bit. Like have there be like a big tunnel that you like, and have there be like a pit. So you have to get on like the little elevator or like little tram or whatever to get across, and then have like some enemies come at you. I think the part where you push the barrel was kind of cool, because that's not something I've really seen before in Quake 2. So, something unique. The ending cutscene was very excessive. I didn't like it at all. It lasted for way too fucking long. It was like, yep, I get it. The facility's exploding. You literally could have just showed like a, you could have showed like a wide shot of the facility exploding, and that would have been better. Just like make a little like brush, you know, facility and just have it like blow up piece by piece or something. Having that like long panning shot is just really fucking annoying. I don't really like cutscenes in Quake or in Half-Life. I'm not a fan. I don't think you should ever be, not ever, but like you should very seldomly take control away from the player. And if you're going to, then there better be a good reason for it. And I don't think that was justified. I feel like if the map was going to end, like I said, just have the player like teleport, like show the player teleporting away, and then cut to like a wide shot of the facility just like blowing up. That would have been fine. That final fight just dragged on for way too long. Like, so you had the boss, then you have all the enemies that come out, and then you have like the medium tier enemies with the shields, and then you for some reason had these like little drones that like revive enemies, and that was just that. I think those drones did not need to be there. That was just padding. And that just, it was like at that point I was running out of ammo, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not having fun anymore. Like, this fight's just silly. I think the first like 3 waves I think are fine. I perhaps would have maybe rearranged them, having the boss first, like the big guy who shoots the rockets, the tank or whatever. I don't know what they're called. I think it's like the tank junior guys. Having them, I would have had that guy last, and then put like the little guys first, and then the medium guys, and then the big guy. But yeah. Anyways, kind of a mixed bag of a map. Had some issues. Maybe that was like a thing where they were just strapped for time. I don't know. That was Raw by MBE. I like how all these are different. I at least appreciate that. It's a different one for each map. Ooh, no. I don't like that. No, buddy. Buddy. These doors, see this seam down the middle? That implies that these doors open left to right, not like up and down. See this like middle kind of seam? These doors should like split. They should go like left and then right. Having them go up and down like this is not, it looks really weird and is very jarring. I would definitely pay attention to like the textures that you're using for a door. For example, if you were to use this texture for a door, I would expect this triangle up top to go up. I would expect this to go left and this to go right. I wouldn't expect this whole thing to go up. That would look really weird. So we're already off to a questionable start here. Got 2 teleporters. Let's go right. Hey, rocket launchers. All right, that was fast. These pods are really rough. They're literally just squares. I think the little drop pods in Quake 2 are supposed to be more rounded off. So just kind of like some not so great brushwork going on here. And you don't have to make them like perfect ovals either. You could have just like trimmed the corners a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of examples of like the Quake 2 drop pod. These are just sloppy. The yellow key, okay. So we're going back. Stand up. Let's get out of here. Machine gun, okay. What's up here? thing. This has to be somebody's first map. This has like that new mapper that new map, like that signature new mapper look. This is definitely somebody's first map. This fight's a little bit silly. Holy shit. There's just like... I'm just gonna leave them down there until I can go find a better weapon. Chainsaw in this game is not as good as Doom. Let's do that. Health. There we go. This gun should help kill those other guys. Yeah, this map is just really rough. It's one of those. It's always hard to like give. I don't know. Sometimes like when you see a new mapper do stuff. You're kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to give advice to them because everyone's, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Outer base. I don't even have the, okay, there it is. Nail gun. Or these pods. I like these canyons that are just like one texture. They look very busy. Little super shotgun back there. Need to get out of here. What did that say? You got here by yourself, it shouldn't be. How the fuck do you get out of here? Oh, okay. It's a really awkward secret. It's kind of just like tucked away in this corner, and there's like no. You just kind of have to like do a little jump here. I don't know. They're I think my problem is like when there's a new mapper like this, there's just like so many like things going wrong. It's just like it's hard to give like specific advice. You know what I mean? Like I think like that last map, the MVE map that I played was like there's a few specific things that I kind of target, but I think overall he understood kind of how to construct the level. I just think there's a couple specific points on like okay, don't do this, don't do that, fix this up. But when you have like a mapper who just like everything is going wrong, it's just like it's very hard to like be even constructive about it. It's just like, oh my god, this is a disaster. Everything's going wrong here. When the whole building's falling apart, you can't really focus in on like are these explosive barrels? No, they're not. Okay. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. I hit this button down here. I'm not really sure what this did. Anything? Just a dead end. This room is like visually so noisy. It's gonna destroy the YouTube compression or whatever. Wait, can we up this elevator? I think it opened up here now. Okay, cool. So having like these areas like connected via my... Having these areas connected by a teleporter when they should all just be like there's really no reason to have these areas all connected via teleporter. It makes the map feel very disjointed. Like, it's fine to use so I say that because I feel like the teleporters here aren't being used for like a good reason. Also, this texture is misaligned. It looks really bad. I feel like the teleporters here aren't being used for like the appropriate reason, right? It's like there's no reason like all these areas of the map shouldn't just like you should be able to just like walk from one to the other. It feels like the mapper just created a bunch of random areas and was like, well, I either don't know how to or don't have the time to connect these areas, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of teleporters. I think that's my issue with them. You should just connect your map up, make a layout that makes sense and can like link up with one another. And if it doesn't, then change it. There's my LG. All this ammo down here. All are deactivated. I should get out.
Computer update.
Okay. That was rough. That was really rough. That's definitely a new mapper. I think a map like that, when you're making levels like that, I really think you need to go back to the drawing board. I think just going back to like basics. Look at the main campaign for Quake 2. Or look at like some of the really good mappers. Like Emerald Tiger's a very good like Q2 mapper. Kind of look at how they do their layout. Not like, don't ignore the visuals. Don't worry about the visuals. You know, visuals can come later. You can always figure that out down the road. But if your map plays well, that's really what matters. If it doesn't look good, it's like whatever. You know, that's fine. But if it plays well, that's like the most important thing. Like, gameplay is key in Quake. And that map just like, it didn't really play well. I would definitely like go back to basics and like, I mean, this was made a year ago, so I don't know what this mapper's made recently, but I definitely would go back to basics and just like really really get an understanding of how to create the foundations of like a good map, right? Figure out how to do layouts and like how to like create interesting combat encounters. You know, get a good understanding of how progression works in a map. You know, you want to start the player off with the shotgun and the machine gun and weaker enemies, and you kind of build them up to higher tier enemies. It obviously always doesn't have to be that way. It depends on kind of what you're going for, but that's usually a pretty good way to go about things. So yeah, I don't know. That was a rough map. Hey, there's like the little spider thing with the railgun hands. Those things are annoying to fight. I feel like somebody had a lot of fun making these like little set pieces with the conveyor belt. Oh, shit, what the fuck? What the hell? Oh my god, this map is lagging like crazy. Oh, Jesus. Okay, whoa. This is not a good way to start a map, by the way. This is pretty bad. There's nothing about this that I like. First of all, I'm getting frame drops in fucking Quake 2, so you're doing something wrong. Second of all, just launching me into like 10 enemies in this room is just not very no bueno. The blue key. Do I have a flashlight? Dude, okay. Yeah, I'm getting like frame drops on this map for some reason. I don't understand why. What am I supposed to be doing here? I don't see any little ladders to get up there. Oh, okay. Those are bounce pads, apparently. Alright. That's the blue key. So right off the rip, already a lot of problems I feel with this map. Launching the player in, I feel like they were trying to be cheeky. They're trying to do like this like cool little like, oh, you jump in through here. But when I'm getting like 20 FPS, it kind of feels like shit. And I don't have any idea what's happening. I just have 20 FPS and there's a bunch of enemies in front of me and I can't really do anything. I think having the player launch in here would have been fine if there was like 2 enemies down here. I think it would have been totally fine, but having like 6 guys up here with like hit scan laser guns and you're just like trying to get your surroundings, don't do that. I think it's generally a really bad idea to just drop the player into an area with like no clue what's happening and just have a bunch of enemies who are just immediately attacking them. Especially like hit scanners who can't easily be dodged. Terrible idea. And then the other thing I would fix is the frame drops. I don't know what's causing those, but... A grenade. It's not very helpful. The other thing I would change is that this is not very obvious that it's a bounce pad. This isn't obvious that it's a bounce pad at all. In fact, there's no lights to indicate... I'm going to turn my flashlight off. There's no lights to indicate that there's even... I guess there's a little bit of a blue light here to kind of draw your attention this way. But honestly, it just kind of looks like part of the environment because there's like a lot of blue light over here as well. There's nothing to really indicate that this would like boost me up aside from just like trial and error. One thing you could have done is I would have put some like little wavy lines coming out of here, like air lines, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure what else to call them, but just have it kind of be like, oh yeah, this is like an exhaust thing, and you know, just something to draw the player's attention. Green lights are always like a really easy way, or maybe like a slightly brighter blue light, just something that doesn't kind of blend in the background, because again, there's like a bunch of blue light over here. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, okay. It's like a little passage down here. Hanger reactor shutdown. Oh, okay, the door's open now. I'm probably just gonna die to this thing, because I don't really have a good way of... I have no health either. It's not helpful at all. So I kind of have to be a little cheeky here. I also have no ammo too, which is very cool. Oh, thank God. I really don't like having any ammo or any health. I don't understand the point of being so restrictive with that. Like it's okay if you give the players some ammo in your first-person shooter. Also, still getting frame drops, which is frustrating. This is everywhere. Oh my God, it's a big old shambler. Oh, Jesus, okay. It feels like this mapper was like trying to do like too much. Like, they have like some really shooting. Oh, this little fucking little bug things are shooting. I don't. It feels like this mapper is trying to do a lot, and they just like don't have like the technical know-how to do it. Because it just feels just like everything about this just feels really jank. Oh, these things have force fields. That's cool. Kill me. Kill who? This box? You? Oh, up there. Now we have a... Oh my god, there's so many enemies down here. What the fuck? Like, what is this, like... Okay. All these combat encounters in this map are so awkward. It's like the only way I can describe them. They just feel weird. I think a lot of it just has to do with like the layout of these rooms. They're just not that great. It's still getting frame drops. I mean, the big shambler is pretty cool. But aside from that, I don't know, this level kind of has some issues. I like I'm hitting this light here constantly. I think the idea is that it's supposed to like slope you onto this ledge here, but it's just like not working super well. There we go. A little jank. What weapons do I even have? Okay, these guys are like all fighting each other. Just let them go about their business. My boy, the Sham. Oh, nice. He's fighting one of those big guys. Oh, shit. Why are the homing missiles going for me? I'm like way in the back here. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't really know like what else to say. Like everything like about this level just feels awkward. Like all the rooms feel awkward. All the combat encounters feel really awkward. Like they just send too many enemies at me at like once. I kind of see what they're trying to do with this like big shambler, and you're like kind of going around it. He's like always a presence in the map, and it's an interesting idea. I guess that's a good way to describe this map, is there's like some interesting ideas at play here. They're just not executed very well, I think is the problem that I'm having. The security pass, okay. Get ourselves a security pass. Oh my god, so many fucking enemies. Thought I was gonna fight the Shambler, but it's not. I'm fighting these guys. Yeah, it's like why am I fighting like another boss? Like I thought the Shambler was like the main guy, and now there's just like this random dude who showed up. Power cube. That doesn't do anything. I mean, maybe I need that to fight the Shambler. I don't really know. Yeah, it's just like this map is just so all over the place. I can just do damage to him. But where does this power cube go? Okay, you can't go back. Maybe that's just for later. I don't know. All right, well, just start blasting. I don't know. Taking a damage. Do I need to close all these? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, there's a thing up here. Does this do anything? No? Bro, this map is so all over the place. This is way too ambitious for this. This mapper does not have the technical know-how to pull this off. Like, I can tell a lot of effort went into this map. Okay. Is that it? Okay, you just leave? You don't even fight the Shambler? You just fucking leave? That's... I don't know, that map was also just very all over the place. I felt like that was a mapper who just tried to do something that was way too ambitious and, like, way outside of, you know, their abilities, maybe. Everything about that map felt bad. Like, the execution, just like, first of all, I was getting frame drops, which is just not good. If your map is like dropping frames, that's really bad. Given that this is Quake 2, make sure your map doesn't, you know, if you make a Quake or a Half-Life map or a Quake 2 map or whatever, it shouldn't be dropping people's FPS. You know, not in the year of our Lord 2025. It should not. That's definitely that is a user, that is a mapper error. If your map is causing frame drops, you need to go back to the... Ooh, look at this room. This is really cool. Oh my god, this thing is so cool. This start map is great. I'll talk about this in a second. I'll go back out here. Your map should not be dropping frames. That's the first issue. Second issue, I really don't like maps, like I said there, that kind of just toss you in to a bunch of shit. And then just like, here you go, there's just like 17 enemies in your face. I think you can have a bit of an action intro if you put like weaker enemies, and there's only like maybe like 3 to 4 of them. That first room though had like a bunch of enemies on 2 different levels, and they were like hit scan laser enemies. They had like those laser guns, so they were just zapping my health away when I'm in like this dark room trying to figure out what the fuck is even happening. Yeah, low ammo count. That map was very frustrating too. Like, obviously towards the end, it was sort of like, it was very the latter half of that map just gave me tons of ammo to work with and tons of weapons. But the first half I had like nothing, and that was really frustrating. Like, I was like literally like getting the AI kind of bugged out on like walls and shit and just shooting them with my pistol, which is not very fun gameplay, you know. I thought you were going to fight the Shambler in that map, but apparently you just leave. That seems very disappointing, especially when the Shambler is kind of like an all-present thing that you just see the whole map. He's just like hanging out there, and it's like, oh, we're going to have like a fight at some point. That's what all these windows are for. I'm going to have to like, you know, dodge his electricity through the windows, but like the Shambler was never really like a threat, and I never really had to like fight him. You just leave the map, which is very disappointing. The real boss was that one flying guy. Um, I don't know, man. That map just was not like it had some ideas, like the Shambler, like the giant Shambler in the middle, and you're kind of constantly moving around him while he like tries to shoot you. Although the Shambler wasn't really trying to shoot me that often. There was only like one or two areas where he actually shot at me. Um, it's a cool idea. It was executed so poorly. There's just like lots of little things too. I kind of already mentioned like the little bounce pad, not being very obvious that it's a bounce pad. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just not great execution on that map, unfortunately. I think it's always better to like have a more simple level. You know, like scale back your ideas. I know that sounds like really mean, like maybe a little harsh, but I think it's better to like scale back an idea and make a better map than to like try to go for, try to shoot for the moon and you end up with like a map that just like doesn't feel great. You know what I mean? And I know obviously these jams are like you get like a month or whatever to work on the map, so it's like keep that in mind. Like what can I do in a month? Then if things aren't coming along fast enough, maybe just like cut a section, and do a little more play testing. But yeah, I don't know. That map was also pretty rough. Anyways, moving on. We are on the next hub here, and this hub is gorgeous. This is such a cool area. It's I mean, this is something straight out of Quake. Like this is you could remake this in like Quake 1, and it would look right. I love this like big crusher. This thing is so cool. It's so nonsensical. It's just like having these goofy goober like giant like meat grinder crusher thing, but it just looks cool. I love these grates on the floor here. God, it's such a nice looking hub area. Anyways, let's keep going. Got a few more maps to go. I think 4 more maps plus a boss map. Face your reckoning, okay? We're in a cage of some kind. A box. There's no lid. End of the line. See, this is what I'm talking about. I like how this is all, like, in-game. That was neat. Instead of being, like, a goofy goober cutscene, it was like you're walking around the cage. Yeah, your little team showed up here. This is great. Privacy, hear me out. You? Hell yeah. Oh shit. We're not fucking around. Okay. And then you kick in the Q2 music. Right, this is. Oh my god, it's a lot of enemies. Okay. This area looks great. The only thing I might have changed here is I might have put like one of these spikes. Very minor suggestion. I would have maybe put one of these spikes coming out of the middle of this platform, just as a way to provide some cover. A little awkward when you first come out of this door and there's just like 17 enemies and there's just no cover and you have like a close range weapon. Kind of sucks. Should I try and grab this disc? I'm gonna go for it. 6 more to go. Okay. Oh. Can I? There's no way back up. Okay. It's unfortunate. Oh. I think my game just crashed. Yep. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Let's restart. Not sure what happened there. That map was pretty fantastic, though, up until then. And this Torch Jam can't catch a break between like really rough maps and like technical problems, like FPS drops, maps are crashing. Load. Okay, let's go this way instead. Nice. Yellow key, okay. I can't go back, I guess. More armor. That was kind of still alive. Got it. Looks like we're gonna be going on a hunt for these discs this level. Should be fun. These are cool. I like these meat grinders. I like the little thump that they make when the guys fly out. That one here. I figured there'd be something in here. Always been a big fan of the Q2 underwater like fish enemy. That felt good. Nice. Nail gun? Take it. I like the little details in this level too. Just like these rocks outside the window. Definitely weren't needed, but you know. This level is gorgeous. This is such a nice looking level. I can play that game too. Fuck you. Oh shit, okay. Just toxic gas in there. Where's drown? Pop that. Okay, I guess we gotta get this. Would the rebreather help in this one? No, it doesn't. Okay. It's unfortunate. Oh wait, is this? Oh my God! It's like one of my friends. I almost blasted him in the face. I see you. So I love this door here. Oh, with these like teeth. This is what I was kind of talking about earlier with the textures, where it's like the door is actually like the brushwork is kind of built around this texture. And this door opens up, you can kind of see those cool teeth. Right. That. Nice. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You can do this. Could have crushed all those guys who walked in the room earlier. Damn. Wasn't even thinking about it. That is very cool. Get rid of these guys. Nice. I mean, this level is like this is a very big quality jump from like the last two levels. This could be a this could be like an official map. It's such a good level. What do I have? Shotguns. Oh, I forgot I had this. What that secret was. I opened a nearby secret and I just never found it. Checked out here for anything. Nice. Oh, this guy's getting pushed around by the like the giant mixer arm. It's pretty good. Nice. ourselves a lightning gun. Yeah, I don't know where I don't know if this was the secret, or I have no idea where the secret was. Could be in the water, actually, or the blood. I didn't even think about that. Oh, nope. You can't go down there. Okay, good to know. Alright, so we've already kind of been back this way. Where does this take you? I think this takes you... Yeah, down here, okay. Let's go check out... No, okay, you can't use... These doors don't actually work. Good to know. And where are those? Oh, we have to go cut back through the main area. I see. The map was trying to seamlessly direct me back to this kind of hub area here, and then I just kind of like ran around like an idiot. That leap. These guys will like jump across the entire map to get at you. I don't like the fact that there are railgun guys in this room. There's like no cover getting in here. That is why I'm just sitting at this door being a bit of a cheese ball. Because yeah, I mean, look how much damage they do. It's ridiculous. He's dead. Yeah, I feel like there needed to be, if you're gonna have railgun guys in here, they either need to be like closer to the door maybe, or just like have some kind of a pillar here. It's like one mild criticism with this map. It's a cool room though. I like these like big electrical devices in the ceiling. Okay. Oh, that's another soldier saved. Secrets. I missed. Oh, that's pretty good. They're just dropping these guys into the saw blades. I mean, that ate up all my ammo, but that was worth it, I think. No, just a big pit down there. Open elsewhere. Got to get this guy out first. Oh, hey, that's how you get this. Oh, nice. And then it just like seamlessly circles you back. I mean, the level design here is so on point. It is so like the brushwork, the visuals. I love this thing in the wall, the like the Strog emblem. It's like the blood. It's very cool. Phalanx. Jesus, I just have every weapon in the game now. Look at how many weapons are in Quake 2. It's fun to go. This cool little conveyor belt section. Okay, I don't know about this being in the dark. Kind of iffy on that. Jesus, fuck, just eating so much damage. I think Quake 2 does not have good, doesn't have great, like, damage feedback. I feel like sometimes I just, like, eat 90 damage and I'm just not even aware of it. Just like, oh shit, just a ton of damage. Top secret weapon storage, alright. I don't know where that is, but the sound of it. Gotta go back up here and free this guy. This is some Super Mario shit. If I've ever seen it. Black Heart.
Somebody shut that place down.
Location updated.
Now we go back We unlocked the storage room for. Oh, that's the black heart. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wish I knew where the super secret storage room was, but it's all right. I don't even know what could be in there besides the BFG. I have literally every other gun in the game, so. I guess one minor criticism here is that there doesn't seem to be a shortcut back up to that top level if you drop down. So you have to go back through this section. Oh, this might not be good. Okay, I literally, I might be kind of fucked here. Let's try a quick save. Oof, can I, okay, an idea. There we go. That fixes that. We're just gonna no-clip our way back up here. Yeah, there really should probably just be a shortcut back to this little blue area here. Again, another minor criticism I mentioned earlier was I don't like having those crushers in the dark. This is the area where there should be a shortcut. It should be like a ladder or a lift or something. Jesus. Oh, wait. Did I not? Okay. No, that's... I did not move my quick save after getting out of here. Go. What is this? Am I on the right level? I am. Okay. Have any useful goodies? Because I'm at like half health. Adrenaline. You have a quad. A double damage. That's... Fuck it. Okay. Outside pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think this area was, I guess this is another kind of slight criticism. This area is also kind of not great. There's just like, once you get into this room here, you come down from this elevator, there's just like a shitload of enemies waiting for you, and there's like no cover. You kind of have to go this way and like push into one of the guys over here. I'm not sure how you, I guess like this elevator could have been moved back. Have this be like further back and then have some kind of like cover, like maybe some pillars kind of leading up to the heart where all the enemies are. Or you could also kind of have it be like like an onion type of fight where there's like layers to it. So it's like maybe you come down here and there's like a couple guys and they're pretty easy to kill. And then like you kind of get to the heart, and after you kill them, maybe you're going up here to like turn the shield off, and like a bunch of other guys spawn. And you need to kind of kill all the enemies before you can turn the shields off or something. Kind of have it be like a layered combat encounter. I don't know. I think just having the guys, like a bunch of guys just literally looking at you from the get-go is not great. Let's dip into this room for a second. This thing. So I think my suggestion about not having cover out in this open area is kind of doubly justified now, because like I feel like the play here should not be to like run and hide in this little side room. I think you should want to fight out here. But like, what are you realistically? What are you supposed to do? You come out here and you get ambushed 360 degrees, and there's like no cover whatsoever. There really needs to be some kind of pillar in the middle of this platform. I understand that would have disrupted where the little spaceship landed, but you could have moved that somewhere else. You could have like made the extra like little platform here. Maybe this blows up and the ship just kind of lands right here or something. It also would have helped with the boss, just having more space to kind of move around. Because yeah, it's not very fun to just be like, okay, I'm gonna go hide in here and lure the boss into this choke point. You know what I mean? You want to kind of be moving around the arena. I think in general, maybe this whole area should have been redesigned to be a little bit more, have a little bit more space and a little bit more cover. But overall, that's a pretty minor criticism and otherwise fantastic map. So those are really, really good map. Easily the best map we've played so far. Let's go see who give some credit to the one who made that. That was Hot Dog Flavored Water by Doom Shakalaka. Fantastic level. A couple very minor points of criticism, but overall just a really, really good map. I just love the beginning sequence with where you're trapped in the box and your team saves you. It's very cool. All the combat encounters were a lot of fun and really well thought out. Some cool secrets that were hidden enough, but not overly hidden. Fantastic layout of the level, just like in terms of like how it kind of moved you around the map. Like there wasn't like a ton of backtracking, or I wasn't getting lost at any point. It was very easy to kind of navigate around. The visuals were all spot on. I loved like all the big meat grinders and stuff in that map were pretty cool. I love those tubes where the guys were just shooting out into the big grinders. That was cool. I mean, yeah, nothing but praise for this map. Again, a couple minor, teeny tiny points of criticism, but overall, fantastic level. Ooh, starting to drop pod. I always like maps that start like this. Oh wow, this looks good. I really like how like, and this is kind of what I'm talking about is. I like the fact that you crash into this hallway here and not like in this room. So it's like you have a chance to kind of get your bearings, see what guns you have, look around for a second, and then you can kind of engage in combat in this room here. It doesn't just like drop you into this room and you're immediately fighting enemies. You know? Oh, that's cool. Oh, cool. You can work the... Oh no, rest in peace. What is this one? The laser? Rip. That was pretty cool. Even though like these drills like don't actually do anything, I do like how it's like still interactable. You can turn them on. It's pretty cool. I'm here, I wanted to show something. This is what those Quake 2 pods are supposed to look like. The other map had like the rectangle pods, like they're kind of curved, but they're not like, the curve isn't like crazy. You can kind of see it's just like an angle here, and like one here. It's very few angles. It isn't like that. This isn't like a full circle. Oh my god. That was very satisfying. I like this staircase. Oh shit. The brushwork on this staircase is incredible. I just have to kill this guy and then I can talk about how much I like it. Okay, the brushwork on this staircase, this whole staircase is so cool. God, I'm sending more idiots. Okay, I want to look at the damn staircase. Get out of here. I love how it's like a kind of a spindly, kind of curvy staircase. This must have been a pain in the ass to make. I will forgive the slightly misaligned textures. Because I'm not really sure how, I don't know how I would have fixed those. I guess maybe just use a different texture, but the actual brushwork of this staircase is fantastic. I like how the walls are kind of sloped, but like they're not connecting to the staircase. There's like a little crevice in between. And then the lights. This is just such a cool... Get out of here. Jesus. This is just such a cool set piece. Like this is really, really neat looking. This author really has a knack for creating cool looking just cool looking maps. I don't know, this whole room, even like the ceiling with the pipes and everything. Grab all the goodies. I like this wall too, with all these pipes here. Oh, I gotta kill all these guys. Okay. Shit. Oh. Fuck. Oh, this is just the meat room, apparently. Okay. It's pretty cool how each time you kill one of these guys, like another group of enemies comes out. I really like that.
Computer update.
Escape through the broken pipe. There we go. That was incredible. That was such a good map. That was like 2 bangers in a row. That was just like a classic, really good like Q2 map. I think the visuals were on point. The combat counters were on point. Had like some cool little bits of interactivity with those switches to turn on the torture machines. Had some really cool looking like visuals, like with that kind of curvy staircase, just really really good brushwork. That was Research Facility by Iago. That is a name I recognize. Iago's made some other fantastic levels. I really just don't have much more to say. Just a fantastic map. Let's move on. You guys beat each other up.
Computer updated.
Interesting.
Computer
So,
updated.
this guy. Visibility. Found a non-secret. Okay. Oh.
Computer updated.
Oh.
Computer updated.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the invisibility on so I can actually walk around. It's kind of an interesting idea, having the shambler chase you around. I like the atmosphere here. It's very cool. I wish I kind of, it's like a maze. Okay. Know what I'm supposed to. It seems like he's just kind of stuck in that little hallway there. I don't really know. That's the only problem with like mazes is when you're kind of being hunted like this. It's just this event I can't really get into. I think you're supposed to like run past him. Oh. I mean, he knows where I'm at. Yeah, this is a really cool idea that I feel like is a little bit hindered by this just being Quake. Quake is not a stealth game, believe it or not. Okay. I think this is the level. Let's skip this.
Computer updated. Computer updated. Computer.
A lot of these areas just kind of look the same too, which is a bit of a problem that I have. Okay, so this is what you use the inputs for. I feel like some more variety in the visuals would really help. Just like little landmarks or something, just so I know, like, okay, I've been over here. Because like all these walls and the floors all just kind of have the same texture. I feel like having some blood or like some bodies like this. Okay, there's that body. Already been here. Oh, fuck, okay. Where's that one vent from earlier? Like, oh, not in there. I assume the Shambler is, like, unkillable. So otherwise you could, like, just sit in the vent and shoot him with the blaster for, like, an hour. So either he's, like, unkillable or has, like, a trillion health. I'm looking for that. Oh, yeah, here we go. I would have maybe put like a little light, because that vent was really easy to miss. Like I knew what I was looking for. I would have maybe just put like a little bit of like a light shining out through the vent. It's a very like kind of dim looking light just to kind of get the player's attention.
Computer updated.
This is a cool room though. I like this. It's like slippery. Oh, is that it? Running low on ammo. This is a cool room. I like this concept. There's another one, okay.
Computer updated.
This nightmare. Shoot. him? Shoot these things? How do I end the night? How do I end the nightmare? Oh, okay, shoot him. Pretty interesting. Some cool visuals, some cool ideas. I think the again, I think a big issue with having a maze is that you need to have like landmarks that the player can readily kind of identify and be like, okay, I recognize this thing or that thing. And there was a couple, but a lot of it just looked very samey. You also have the issue of like, I kind of got soft locked when I was in that one area where there's like that tiny hallway where you basically have to use like the invisibility to get past the Shambler, because if you like run back into that hall, he just like camps the two vents. The first time I died, I mean those two vents that I died at, because there's like no way to get past him. He just sits at the vents and just like waits for you. I'm not sure if there's a way to get enemies in Quake to disengage, but I think one idea would just be to have the vents at two different parts of that hallway, one further and one like closer back, so that you can kind of lure him to the one that's like and then kind of wrap around and go through the other one, if that makes any sense. Cool map though. That was a oh man, Tartarian Vergles by Koenig. I'm probably saying that wrong. Cool map though. Interesting concept. I think this is our last map. And the boss. Nice, got another one with the drop pod. Hell yeah. Nice looking drop pod. Not as nice as I think the last one had like a little seat in it, but pretty good looking drop pod.
Computer updated.
I like the shotgun just on a pedestal. There's a lot of enemies here for me just having this little rinky-dink shotgun. A lot of hit scanners too that I'm not super fond of. I would have maybe toned down the amount of enemies here at the start. Okay, there we go. Got some health. Yeah, this is like kind of just non-stop like enemies everywhere. I really would have like cooled some of these guys. Yeah, I think the visuals here are okay. Oh my god, there's one of these fuckers. Okay. This is gonna be a problem. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I don't like the start of this map. I think there's too many fucking enemies. I don't have any armor, or I have a little bit of armor, but I don't really have the arsenal for this. Especially once you start throwing like railgun guys at me. It's too much. This whole area just has way too many fucking enemies. Like none of it. It's just they crammed as many enemies as they could fit into this area for like no reason. It's not like clever or interesting or like, you know, when you have a lot of enemies kind of grouped together, you can sometimes do like really interesting things. Like that one map that I played that I really like. I forget the name. where like I opened that one room and there was just like 100 enemies, but I had a grenade launcher, and it's just like, oh, I can just shoot grenades in there, and it's like really satisfying or something. But here it's just like it's just overwhelming, and I just don't have the equipment to really fight them. I think these guys especially I would have gotten rid of because the player doesn't really have a ranged weapon. Like you get the shotgun and that's all you have at this point. Is he dead? Okay, he's dead. Interesting. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Yeah, it's just like a lot of like really tanky enemies with like a very kind of weak arsenal. Yeah, the machine gun is like not bad, but I don't know. Get the fuck out of my way. Yeah, this map just needs to like cool it for a minute. Just like really, just like the visuals aren't bad. It just needs to like more think about where it wants to put these enemies and not just like it just feels like it's spamming enemies at me. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel like well thought out. In terms of like where it's like, okay, we're gonna have this, you know, these like 3 enemies in here. It just feels very overwhelming, I guess. Which just ends up leading to, I think, at least for me, it ends up leading to frustration. Like, there's no reason this guy should have been this hallway. Same with the railgun guy down this hallway. Wow, there's like way too many enemies in this room. Or there were, anyways. Ew. There's like a button probably somewhere I'm not seeing. Let's open this door. Oh, this is just like a working elevator. Interesting. Hey, let the door open. Oh, there's Tiny Sim Willets. What? It's just become like a meme map. What is going on? Like, there's a big thing of the dope fish. There's like a there's another dope fish. There's the Doom logo. What the fuck is going on? These nades really don't go very far. Whatever. Let's just do this. Yeah, I don't like this. Like I don't like these like meme posters in the middle of the map. It's kind of, I don't know, not into it. Okay, so we were just on 2. Let's try 1. Yeah, this guy is just like spamming enemies for some reason. I don't understand. This is terrible. like just bad. There's like nothing about this I just don't have any positive to say about this. I hate this kind of gameplay. I don't think it works well in Quake. I think it's annoying and just frustrating. I hate maps that are just like, here's 200 enemies with no thought put into where their placement or anything like that. Just 200 enemies. Here you go. Isn't that fun? No, I think Quake works best, and this applies to both Quake 1 and Quake 2, when the the map design kind of, how do I want to word this? I think it works best when the map design is like the core, sort of dictates like everything. Like, I'm not wording this correctly. I don't think you should just spam enemies at the player is what I'm saying. I think that is a fucking awful decision, and it's just not very fun. Quake's combat is pretty simple at the end of the day. You move, you shoot. Quake 2 is even more simple because you can't quickly switch weapons. Quake 1, you can at least, kind of combo weapons together. Can't really do in Quake 2 because of the slow weapon switch speed. So the issue that I have is when you throw like 1,000 enemies at the player, you're really just kiting them around and holding the button down. That's all you're doing. It's fun once or twice as a gimmick, but when your whole map is just spamming the player with enemies, it just isn't very fun. It just sucks. I hate these kinds of maps in Quake 1, and they're just as terrible in Quake 2. God. What cool gameplay. Stand back and shoot. Yeah, just go shotgun, chain gun. I mean, this is like probably an okay set piece if it just wasn't for the fact that this the map is just spamming me with enemies. Like having like a cage fight like this is like a pretty cool idea. God, there's just more enemies? Jesus Christ. There we go. I feel like the idea of like kind of a gladiator kind of like cage match is like a cool concept. It's just like it's executed so poorly because there's just so many fucking enemies in this room for like no reason whatsoever. It takes like 2 seconds to redesign this. Fucking World of Warcraft had a more interesting encounter than what is in this map. You have a bunch of enemies be in these cages. Instead of these like laughing guys, you have a bunch of enemies be in each of these cages. You step into the room, and then one by one the cages kind of open up. So you fight like a group of enemies, and then that one opens up, and then that one opens up, and it's just like it's like a interesting layered encounter. Instead, there's just like 100 enemies in this room, and you just have to like S key and shoot. It's so stupid. The whole like I'm gonna spam you with 100 enemies things makes me kind of irrationally angry. I just don't think it's good level design. I've seen it before. It's never fun. It's never interesting. It's kind of just always a crock of shit. Okay. Let's go back up. mean, the functional elevator is pretty cool. Except for the doors. I don't understand why there has to be like an actual working set of doors. That's a little confusing to me, but it's neat, but I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. I don't even know where the red key door is. It might be on that other floor. The second floor, the one with the dope fish and tiny Tim Willets. Oh my god. These rooms are also like just so flat. They don't really offer anything of like just like anything interesting. It feels like it's like a room from like 1999. It's just like a flat ring, and then there's just like a little hallway section over here. I think that's also part of my problem. Is a lot of these areas aren't interesting to fight in because the map is both sending a lot of enemies at me, but also not giving me interesting areas to fight them in. Just like these flat hallways. I mean, yeah, the hallways look okay visually, except for these like things. I really don't like these. I think they look really awful. Like having a Doom poster in the middle of like the map is just like ugh. I mean, I like Doom. I'm a fan of Doom as well, but we don't need to have the Doom poster and like Tim Willets and all this like goofy shit in the middle of the map. It just looks bad.
Computer update.
Just adrenaline, just a little bit of health. Can I not shoot these guys? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Sit through fucking dialogue. I'm playing an RPG. Fuck. Yeah, this level is very frustrating. I do not like this map at all. This is, I think, by far the worst map in the pack. At least the other ones, the ones by like the new players, or not players, the ones by the new mappers were like tolerable. This is just like, I don't know. Every aspect of this map is just very frustrating, and I don't think very fun. It's like, I really don't care about this guy's fucking Quake 2 fanfiction story, bro. Just give me the fucking key. Let's get going.
Computer update.
Kind of bullshit trapping you in that little room with the rocket launcher enemies. Oh, Christ. There we go. Jesus fuck. Yeah, just like all these areas are just so like simple. I think it's like in terms of like actual criticism, it's just like they're dressed up to look like more interesting than what they actually are, right? Like you have like this fancy fucking inverted cross doorway. This is a Doom 2 thing, I think, or a Doom 2. I forget where they use that. And then you just have like this flat hallway. And there's no height variation. There's really no cover. It's just like you just kind of walk forward. It's I don't know. It's a I feel like it's a poorly designed level that like looks decent. I think that's like the biggest, for me, the biggest difference between this and some of the other not so great levels in this jam is that like those maps were kind of poorly designed, but they also looked poor. Where I will say like this kind of creator has a better idea of how to do certain things in terms of like the visuals. I think the visuals of this map aren't terrible. Some of the layout stuff also isn't the worst. It's just like all the actual like combat encounters and combat areas are again just like very flat. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. Probably back downstairs. Also, I really don't like the door to the elevator. It's just needlessly like just having to like shoot the thing to open the door and then shoot the thing to hit the button. It's just it's very dumb. Not the right floor. I don't know where you'd put in. Alright. Use the access code to open the rejuvenation capsule. Oh, I have to go grab that guy. Okay. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. Come on. There we go. Jesus.
Computer update.
Oh my god, that guy can shoot nades pretty far. Jesus. Where's this go? Just goes into the crushers. Okay. About this side. also just goes into the crushers. Way out of this. Okay. Break the damaged glass. For some reason, even the ladders in this map are just like strange and awkward. They're at like an angle. Kind of just like don't work correctly. Double damage. There should be like 1,000 enemies. One of these upcoming rooms.
Computer update.
Again, this is kind of more what I was talking about too, is like you have this like the sewer kind of tunnel section, and typically when you have like a sewer, you kind of want it to be like a little maze-like, you know, different passageways, kind of, you know, tight spaces. But then you get to this tunnel, and it's literally just a straight hallway, and there's just like 100 enemies running at me. This is kind of what I'm talking about. This right here is like the perfect example of what's wrong with this map. It's like I'm playing fucking Serious Sam. It's like this is like the most boring shit ever. I'm literally just standing here holding the button down as enemies like run at me. Quake is at its best combat-wise when you're kind of moving around an area and using cover and like avoiding enemy attacks. Having enemies just run at you in a straight line is just not good. Like, it's not good gameplay, it's not interesting, it's not fun. Just my, I will say, like, again, not to completely shit on this, map maker. I just feel like they have an okay idea of how to create, like, good visuals. They don't have any understanding of how to create interesting kind of gameplay in their maps. Is the problem here. Look at this exciting gameplay. Exciting gameplay. How fun. So there's the elevator if you wanted to go back. Oh, just in case you weren't having enough fun, here's another 100 enemies for you to fight on the way out in a flat, rectangular room. I feel like I'm holding it like a doorway in Counter-Strike or something when I play like this. Whoa, how thrilling was that? I kited enemies down a hallway. That was crazy.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, again, this room is just like it's just another good example. It's literally just a rectangle. Like, it's dressed up, it looks nice. Like, it doesn't look bad. You have like the lights, and you got some trims, and you got the bricks, and you got the little trim bricks at the bottom. You got this little sewer path. Like, it isn't a bad looking room. It's dressed up really nice. But at the end of the day, this is just a fucking rectangle. There's like nothing interesting happening here. Again, this looks nice too. This little bit of brushwork. This mapper has a good knack for art. They don't seem to understand design. So in the end, you have like this kind of surreal room with like these spikes. So there's like a monster in like a black room. I mean, that would have been interesting if the level had like an appropriate atmosphere for that. But the level had like pictures of fucking Tim Willits, bro. Like you don't like you gave up your atmosphere rights when you put the fucking like a big poster of the dope fish in like one of the main hallways. Unfortunately, like I like the dope fish. He lives. It's great if you like hide a little picture of the dope fish somewhere in your map. But like if you're trying to do like an atmosphere, like if you put a giant poster of the dope fish on the wall, or a giant poster of that says like Doom, or a big picture of John Carmack, praise be his name, somewhere on a wall, like you give up your atmosphere rights. So I just that ending is just I don't know, everything about that map is very frustrating and not great, except for like the art. Some of the art's fine, but man, oh man, that is a very frustrating level. I think that was the last one, though. I think do we have one more in here? No, that was the last one. Let's move on to the boss and kind of wrap this up. That's pretty cool. I love this hub map. This hub map is fantastic. Spooky obelisk. This is by this last map. You spot the slaughterhouse.
Computer
So, secret back there. Oh, are we gonna play through all the conveyor belt rooms now? That'd be pretty cool. Oh no! You just crush these guys. Oh, you have to. Okay. I don't have a choice.
computer operating.
Got this. Kind of a weird boss. Get rid of these fucking turrets. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this is like a very strange encounter. I don't really know what's happening. Just kind of keep spawning in these like little robot boss, teleporter back online. I don't know if I'm not even sure if I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so that's complete. So I guess I was. Oh, is that it? That was it? What? Huh?
Computer updated.
What? What was that? Defeat the boss? That wasn't a boss though. It sent like 3 little flying drones at me, and I just like stood there and shot lasers at them. What the hell was that? Okay. Well, all right. I don't know. I guess that's Torture Jam. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with some of this. Some of the maps in here are just like I don't really know what to say. The quality here is all over the place. This start map, I'm gonna find out who made this start map, because this start map is gorgeous. Only like 2 of the maps live up to how gorgeous this start map is. Gotta find the install directory. Dive Quake 2. Push Jam. Who did the start map? Torture Jam Intermission? I don't know if that's... I think Koenig is the one. He's listed for Torture Jam Intermission. Torture Jam Intro. Or would it be Torture Jam Hub? So I think Koenig is the one responsible for this this gorgeous hub map. If that's incorrect, then I apologize to whoever made this, because this is truly an incredible hub map. I would love to see something similar to this used in like Quake 1, because it definitely has that Quake 1 vibe to it. It doesn't feel like something out of Quake 2. This feels like something out of Quake 1, and I really like it. So yeah, anyways, Torture Jam. Quality is just all over the place. A few maps by new mappers that were kind of rough. That final map that we played with the Serious Sam gameplay, let's call it, was not great either. There were some real winners in here though. Some really solid maps. Again, like I said, the quality just felt all over the place. It was like you'd play a really top tier map and then it would just like plummet, and you would play and you're just like, what is this? I don't even know what's happening. That final map the final boss map, I believe, was also by Koenig, and I don't really understand what that map was supposed to be. I would have preferred just like a straight boss fight, like even if you just fought like a shambler, like a bloody room or something. I don't know. Fighting like a bunch of robots over and over in that tiny little room was really weird. Maybe he just ran out of time. I mean, this map must have took a lot of effort. I think the final map should have looked like this. Assuming Koenig made both of these, I don't understand why he. I don't really understand why he made this map look just like so awesome and just like amazing, and then the final map was kind of just like a little crusty. Like, it wasn't bad looking. It was just like, I don't know, like the brick texture on the wall was a little crusty. When this, like, he could have just reused all these assets in this theme and just made like a quick boss map. It didn't have to be anything spectacular, but the one that we got with like the 3 little robots was just yeah, I don't know. Again, that might have just been like a time constraint thing. Maybe he just between, I think, because he also made a map for this. But again, I might be wrong here. Let me. Yeah, I think he made this map, and then he also made. Yeah, he made Fixed Box Slaughterhouse. That was the boss map. He made the intermissions between the maps, and then he made the intro, and then he made the Tartarin Vargalas. So he made like 4. How many maps for this? 1, 2, 3. He made 4 maps for this. So I'll cut him some slack. Maybe he should have had somebody else make the boss map. Not because he couldn't do it, but just because there was like too much on his plate. But, yeah, anyways. Interesting jam. Quality is a little all over the place. Some really cool maps in here, though. Some really good ones. I would say probably give it a play if you just kind of play around the ones that are not so great. But yeah, anyways, thanks to all the mappers, as always, for participating, regardless of map quality. It's always a good learning experience to kind of put your level out there and get feedback. And I would definitely recommend people keep mapping. It takes time. It takes time to kind of put a really good level together. And I definitely understand that, like, when you're making your first or your second map, you kind of look at it and you're like, this is the greatest shit ever. This is going to be amazing. And then, like, a few years later, if you're still mapping, you can kind of look back on that and be like, oh yeah, no, this is dog shit. What the fuck was I doing? What was I smoking when I made this? I've definitely done that with like when I was doing like Quake Live, Quake 3 mapping. I've definitely done that. I kind of look back at some of my early maps and was like, what the fuck was I trying to make? So I would encourage all those who were mapping in this to all those new mappers to kind of continue making stuff and continue learning. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. GG's.